Hello, we are in southern Italy in the territory of a great master of wisdom that came to enlighten humanity in between the 5th and 6th century BC. We're speaking about Pythagoras, the great teacher of the universal schools of mystery, who made this land his home and mostly the home of his school of mysteries. We are now based in Croton in southern Italy, where in ancient times was held some of the distant colonies of Greece, and they call this area Magna Greece or Big Greece. And Pythagoras, who had already learned, studied, passed through many initiations in mystery schools all over the Mediterranean Sea, started by the ancient teachers coming through the school of the Egyptian priests, but also going deep into the mysteries of the Chaldean and Babylonian astrologers. And they say that he also went deep into India and learned from the secret teachings of some of the Brahmins in what is now called Elephant Island. After doing all this learning, traveling all around the ancient world, he decided to settle his school, to put into practice all his philosophy. And for that, the central core of Greece was too difficult because the rules and the legislation that were part of the ancient Greek world were held in the hands of a group of very big and important families that ruled all over the Greek territories. So he chose a place that was, in a way, not so far away, but not so near. And he came to Magna Graecia, to Magna Greek, and here he found his school of knowledge. That was actually not only a school of knowledge, but it was also a social experience of putting wisdom that was interdimensional and from higher planes into daily life in a little portion of earth in the southern of what we call now Italy. So this is a place a little bit outside Croton. There's a peninsula that comes into the Mediterranean Sea, and this is the place where an ancient temple to the goddess was constructed around 500 to 600 years BC, and where many of his teachings were imparted and given and taught to the people. And travelers, lookers, seekers of wisdom would come from all around the Greek world, but also from distant part of the world to be taught, to receive his ancient knowledge, to learn under the supervision of Pythagoras first and all the Pythagorean school. This is a place that has seen this great master thrive, teach, speak with nature, with elementals, and he chose this place because it was by the sea, but it also has a ring of mountains that makes an enclave that protects the energy and isolates it from the rest of the inland, and it creates a small territory that is favorable to create an atmosphere that helps going deep inside, be in contact with the elementals of nature, but also the forces of the sea, the powerful enrooting energy of the deep earth. So what remains today of this school of ancient wisdom is just a column that is now the only evidence of all the ancient teachings and wisdom that happened here. But the school temple, is still active in the inner worlds, and this enclave still holds the knowledge of Pythagoras' teachings. And I want to mention, before we finish, that all this ancient wisdom is still available in subterranean caves, interdimensional caves that contain all the sacred papyrus and books from ancient times. These caves are called combo caves, and they are the enclave where this sacred wisdom is still sustained, maintained, kept, and protected by a circle of high interdimensional beings that work in the more subtle planes to keep these records, which are so important to humanity. This is part of what we call the Akashic records, and hold within this matrix the teachings that Pythagoras brought to this dimension that have to do with the materialization through sound, through forms, through architecture, through harmony of sacred and divine energies within this place and within this physical plane. So we will walk through some of the history of this great master of teaching, and in the next video we will share together how he was conceived, born, and why he got his name as Pythagoras. See you in the next video.